Hello everybody, John Craig here with Performance Plus Tennis. Today's lesson is going to address a question that I've gotten from a few students recently, and that is, what should I be working on first? Flat serve, slice serve, or topspin serve? And I think it's important that we understand the sequence that we're trying to really develop. So we're going to address that and more in today's lesson. So for a lot of my students, they're trying to transition from a forehand grip to a continental grip because that's obviously what we're going to do to improve our serve performance. And if you've been serving with a forehand grip, then more than likely you've been hitting flat serves all along. And then as soon as you change to your continental grip, you actually end up hitting a spin serve incidentally. You just end up hitting the side of the ball and cutting it over. So you end up spinning the ball right away. So then oftentimes I get the question, well, should I just be hitting spin serves right away? Or what should I actually be working on? And once you get the continental grip, what I want you to work on first is actually hitting the ball flatter. And the reason why is because the active movement ingredient in your swing now is going to be long axis rotation or pronation. And that is where you're coming up to the ball on edge, your edge of your racket's coming up, and it's going to rotate in and square up. So we want to get that racket to square up on the ball and go through so you can activate that long axis rotation or pronation, which really becomes the source of acceleration and power in your swing into contact. So it's very, very important you get that. And you won't get that initially if you're just trying to hit topspin serves or slice serves. So we want to get that movement in there and really work on hitting a flat serve first. So for me, it's really important that you get your mechanics right with the continental grip, which is partly trying to hit a flat serve. So you're coming up on edge, and then you rotate in and you hit it flat. You come in on edge and you hit it flat. And if you can execute that movement, then we can start to transition into spins. But that one's going to really get that racket head to move. And just to be clear, the pronation is when the racket is coming up on edge and you're getting to the extension point right here where the wrist extends, the shoulder is going to rotate. And look how quickly that racket went past from behind my hand to over my hand. And the reality is my arm hardly moved at all. It just extended and rotated. And that is the action you're really trying to build into your swing that literally all professionals have in there, that, you know, is the elusive movement, the magical movement that recreational players are trying to get. So having said that, I'm going to give you a couple of drills that will help you activate that pronation. I've done a couple of them in other videos, but I'm going to show you one that really will help as well. And it's just simple. You come up, you put your playing hand behind so your thumb is facing the camera. As you come up on edge, like you're going to maybe hit a wall or an object on edge, you're going to extend, and now your thumb is going to rotate over and now face the target line. So your arm is literally going to rotate 180 degrees at the extension point over, okay? And now my thumb has faced forward, and now it's facing down, and my palm is facing the right. And if you do slow motion evaluations of any high performance serve, WTA, ATP, that is the position the players are getting into, particularly on their flat serves and even on their flat slice serves. So that is the important technique you want to get. That also makes the continental grip really make sense to you as well. Because if you don't get that pronation there, you have a continental grip and you're right-handed, you're just going to be hitting the side of the ball and sending it off to the left, which is typically what we do when we first make the grip change. So once you feel like you've gotten that pronation action in there and you're able to square up on the ball and hit it pretty flat with the continental grip, then you can start to work on hitting slice serves, which is the first spin that I would really learn, because it's really the easier one to adapt to. The grip and everything is going to make more sense. You probably already hit a lot of slice serves just by virtue of changing your grip and finding that the ball is spinning off to the left. So we're getting that kind of action on there, right? So then just keep working on it and try to get that slicing effect on the ball. So when I'm coming up now, I'm definitely still pronating, and I think this is an interesting topic. Also, is that the natural action is I'm still coming up and pronating, but my strings are facing the target, but they're sliding across the ball. And the natural byproduct of that pronation is the racket's still going to turn over after contact. And there are certainly some coaches out there that say there is no pronation on a slice serve. You literally slice around it. But that really doesn't happen. Mechanically, it can't happen. And the reason is, for those of you who are interested, is you can hyperextend your arm, your elbow, hyperextend your elbow if you snap into it. So what has to happen is you slice across the ball and then your elbow bends. And it has to bend. It has to bend. Otherwise, you can potentially hyperextend your elbow. So if you're having any elbow issues and you feel like you're snapping into your elbow, make sure that you're pronating through and letting the elbow bend. And that'll help you not only play the ball better because you're getting pronation, but it'll also preserve that elbow for you. One of the other key things that makes hitting a slice serve easier than topspin is that the ball placement isn't going to be drastically different than the placement for a flatter serve. So really you're trying to come up right here and catch the ball just above the shoulder, maybe slightly inside, right in here. And that ball placement isn't too different than you're hitting on the flat serve. But when we go to the topspin serve, you're literally not going to be able to hit topspin if the ball is over here on this side of you. Okay, you can't hit topspin. The ball, you really have to have that ball more above your head so your racket is rising. So the topspin or kick serve is the hardest serve to master. The last one that I would really work on, I would make sure that your mechanics and your movement patterns are well developed. Because if they're not, then you're going to really have a difficult time hitting a kick serve. And then you have to adjust your toss slightly to the left so that it's comfortable to swing up on the ball. And that's not even going to be enough there. I'm going to get the ball more left so I can swing up on it. There's a little bit of a kick on that one. A little bit of a kick on that one. And I even want to put the ball a little further left, even further left. There it is. And if you place the ball further to the left, there's really only one way you can get there, and that's to come up the back, okay? So if you're gonna hit a topspin serve, you've really gotta get the ball a little bit more left, at least when you're learning it, okay? And then you can't come around and lead with the elbow. You literally stay sideways and swing up, and look how my elbow stays behind me, and I swing up on the ball, okay? So the topspin serve is, in many ways, the most complicated serve to hit. I wouldn't force that. I would work on the slice and the flat serves first, and then gradually work on the topspin. One key thing about the topspin serve is it kind of sews the whole serve together, because it really helps you get into a stronger trophy position, because the ball is to the left, you kind of load stronger, and then you put more coordination up into the ball. So it actually can sort of tie the loose ends of your serve together. But I really encourage you to have the technical mechanics of your serve pretty well refined before you try to hit topspin. So for a little more clarity on the variations in your serve motion, when you're hitting a flatter slice serve, the motion is very much the same. So as I'm hitting a flat serve from a side view, I'm coming in and I'm leading with the elbow. See how my elbow's coming around and getting in front of the hand? And now I'm going to come up on edge and I'm going to hit square up and hit flat. If I were going to hit slice, it would be almost the exact same movement. Watch how the elbow leads is in front of the hand, but now I come up and I cut the side of the ball, spin it, and then still come through. Topspin is very different. In this particular serve, you're not going to have so much rotation horizontally. Everything is going to be up. So watch where my elbow is now. I'm here from a side view. Look how my elbow stays behind me, and my swing rises and goes off to the right. You can see how my swing pattern is left to right, and my swing is actually coming at you at the camera. Look, see that? And so from a back view, it's here and it's there, left to right. And I've got to place the ball in this area so I can catch it right here as the racket's rising. And then it can only go off to the right because my elbow is staying behind me. It's not going forward towards my target. It's literally going to go up and over. And that swing is dramatically left to right. Left to right. Thanks so much for watching today's lesson. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to get your serve assessed, I'm offering a limited number of assessments. Click on the link in the description down below to submit the form. I'll get right back to you on how to submit your video, and I'll take a look at it. Thanks so much for watching today's lesson, and we'll see you in the next video.